Okay. You can't have Miko without a little bit of scuff. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, we're back. We're so fucking back, guys. Oh, hold on, sorry. It's a little hot over here. I just... Sorry if this gets obnoxious, but unfortunately this is my life now. I do have to have a fan running at basically all times. And I really hope it's not too bloody loud to pick up over the microphone because it is very loud for me. Did I catch that on camera? I think it did. Okay. Holy shit. Guys, it's been like a couple weeks. And my tracking's bugging out. But like, we're here. We made it. We did it. It took me like 5 days to get here. But, oh my gosh. I have tracking again. I have my dragon avatar on. Life's pretty fucking good over here. I am in Vegas right now, by the way. If you didn't know, I am now on the west coast of the United States. In Las Vegas. No cap. I am living in Las Vegas. I don't know where this video is gonna go, but like it's really, 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 really exciting. Like I'm here also this avatar has a funny little quirk. As you saw earlier, the fire sneeze. I can breathe fire. I'm a dragon after all. But yeah, if you want a closer look, like here she is. It's Miko's texture, but with dragon scaling, and much shinier. And I've got the wings. I've got this nice piece of clothing here, which the skirt is very, very cute. As long as these like leg straps that I've got going on down here, and little, if I can get my leg to cooperate, which it's not. Little like ankle / paw socks. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm loving full body tracking, and I think the problem is that my damn thigh tracker is like busted. It's got some issues going on with it. Stop doing it. Okay, well, this is gonna be scuffs, so forgive me. It's gonna be, yep, you're gonna tweak, aren't you? You're gonna tweak so hard right now. I think the battery's like actually just like broken on it, which really sucks because it makes it harder to use. I'm gonna have to jerry rig like a battery pack to the damn thing. But so I'll just focus on up here then, I guess. So this bus ride, 5 days of being on the Greyhound bus. This bus ride was supposed to originally be 2 days. 2 days. 2 days and 3 hours. Also these wings. Please just... Yeah, let's make him 100%. Why not? Yeah, see, if you do that, actually, it's really cool. The wings get massive, as you can see. That might actually be a bit too big for my body right now. That's a good percentage. Anyway, back on track, because ADHD is funny like that. I'm just so... They retweaked the camera system in vrchat too. Like, they have all these adjustable sliders for the look at me function. They have a dolly function. They have a drone function now, which you can actually fly a little like FPV drone around. Yes, first person view. It's really cool, but also I hope they had a mute switch for that thing because it's noisy. Like, it's literally just they put the sound of like FPV drone motors on it, and I'm like, can I turn that off, please? Like, that'd be appreciated because that's gonna get in the recording, I imagine. But anyway, so that fluffy chest. Ow! Oh, my back! My back! What the fuck? Why now? Okay, back pain aside. Anyway, I'm gonna try to deal with that. But so the bus ride. Let me tell you all about that. The Greyhound from Hell, as we're going to refer to it now. It's a horizontal offset. Probably just center it now. There you go. Okay, so I got on the bus at about 1:35 a.m. in Pittsburgh. Now, up until then, I had never read Greyhound, so one, I had left something very, very important to me behind and had Miko picked up, and literally got to the last minute because of the whole, like, it's 20 minutes to the house that I used to live in, 20 minutes back to the station, and, like, there wasn't going to be enough time for my ride to go get that, so, like, Dad had to be called, like, 3 times to wake them up to get it, and it made it, but, like, it made it to me as it was like straight out of a movie, like getting on the terminal, and it's like, wait, before you go, and then like the kiss, but there wasn't a kiss, it was just a pan off of a blanket and a hug. Got on the bus, and the first part of it was going great. We were moving, we did a couple stops in Ohio, stopped at a couple transfer stations, had to get off, I believe it was in Indianapolis station. I hopped off for about an hour while they did maintenance on the bus. Supposedly they did maintenance. But then again, that's more for later. And also, shit does happen, but it shouldn't have happened. Probably. So, an hour later, we get back on the bus. And there was a whole kerfuffle with switching the driver and all that, but it worked out. It was very calm. And also, by the way, Indianapolis station, if you guys ever find this for some fucking reason, please fix your outlet charging strip. For the love of God. None of us could get our plugs to stay in to charge our phones on all 10 outlets. Get that shit changed, please. Anyway, after that, we got back on the bus. We started moving again, and we made it to a Love station. We stopped at quite a few of those, by the way. Loves, they're great. Shout out to Loves, best truck stop or bus stop station you can get. And they had McDonald's, so of course I'm like, well, I'm gonna get that that McFluffin Minecraft meal, because why not? I actually didn't get it there. I remember there was a different McDonald's. I got a different thing there. I got just like a basic, like, quarter pounder, I think. Somebody stole it. Somebody stole my order right off the counter, and then I had to have them remake it. But thankfully, the ladies there were really nice. They talked to the bus driver. He's super, super cool. He's like, oh yeah, no, I can wait, like, for you. Like, we can push the schedule back a little bit because someone took your food. That's not right. And they made it for me. They remade my food completely for free for me. Love those ladies. They were great. Got back on the bus. I ate my food. We're cruising. Now, stuff doesn't really start to go bad until we hit Kansas. So, funny thing, there was a city out there called, I think it's called Salina. We passed through it, but only a couple hours before we passed through it, there had been a tornado that had swept through the whole town. Lovely! Now, after we passed it, and by the way, I'm skipping over like a lot of... Oh, okay, that is one thing that I'm skipping over that I should not. I'm going to backtrack a little back. Was able to actually, while we were in St. Louis, because the bus was delayed at just the right amount of time that it was, because stuff happened and they had to hold over longer, I actually got to reconnect with a good friend of mine, got a couple of hugs in, and we got to chat for a bit, and it was really, really great. Shout out to you, Valathar. Those hugs were amazing. Really helped both of us out with, like, our mood. I was feeling like crap being on that bus for as long as it was. He was feeling like crap because he's had a lot of stuff going on in his life that I will not disclose here, because that's personal. But anyway, after all that, we departed St. Louis, zipped over to a couple other made a couple stops. We stopped at Kansas City. We stopped at a couple other places, and then we got to Kansas. Now, like I said, in Kansas, we had the nearly ran through a town at the same time that a tornado was hitting because there was a massive storm. Also, oh my gosh, Midwestern storms are the coolest fluffing thing ever. I saw so much... Yeah, a little bit of weird change, but, like, this is literally cold storm, so... Bit of a weird change of pace from the stuff that I was used to in Minnesota. Like, we had storms in Minnesota, but we did not have the kinds of storms you get over in Kansas. Like, that shit wild. It was just pouring rain, sheet lightning all around us, and just so much lightning. There was lightning strikes hitting the ground by the bus. There was lightning all in the sky. Now, after we passed through Salina, God, okay, turn that off because I keep bumping my nose. Okay, anyway, so There's a lightning strike right there. Wow, that was close. That is actually close as it was for me on the bus. Just like 50 feet out. Who knows how far that distance actually is in VR. But anyway, point being that this is the part where shit started to kind of go downhill. And we'd already been delayed by a good bit, by a couple hours. At the end of the day, that wouldn't have been that bad. Because we could make up time. Then catastrophe struck. In the middle of Kansas City, a lot of us were falling asleep. An hour before this happened, though, the bus was shuddering and shaking and just vibrating. Like, the whole thing was just, like, rattling. The whole, like, I can't even say vibrating. The whole bus was, like, actually actively, like violently shuddering, as if somebody was taking it and just jiggering it back and forth aggressively, like a giant hand was wiggling the whole thing. Which woke a bunch of people up. And then we just assumed, like, oh, it's whatever. Like, let's go back to sleep. Middle of the highway at about 3 in the morning. Bus broke down. Middle of nowhere between two towns. Completely stopped. They spent about 3 hours trying to start the thing back up. Nothing worked. Eventually, another town over, they got a bulldog bus over. Picked us up. All our stuff was left on there. Drove us over to a local church, Global Methodist Church, I believe, in Quinter, I believe is the town. Yeah, we were stuck in Quinter for about not quite a full day. But we were stuck outside of it for about 5 hours. They drove us there. We stayed at the church for a while, and it was uncomfortable sleeping on the floor, I won't lie, because I had to sleep somewhere on linoleum floor. Don't sleep on linoleum, it's not comfortable. Anyway, made it there, stayed at the church. They fed us breakfast and lunch. It was really sweet of them. Love those ladies to death. They got us like pancakes and eggs for breakfast, coffee, and then for lunch we had sandwiches. It was amazing. Then Greyhound finally, we got everything sorted out and we got a hotel. Now here's the thing, we thought we were getting to stay at the Castle Rock Hotel, which was like a really nice kind of 2-story, pretty good looking hotel for a small town like that. Nope, wrong hotel. Across the street, we're staying at the First Inn. It's a rundown motel with 1 story and the doors access from the outside. It was bleh. It was not great looking, but it would have been somewhere to stay if they'd let us fluffing stay. That bloody fucking motel canceled the reservation from Greyhound without telling them because they didn't have enough rooms, but didn't tell them that they had to cancel. So we sat out that side of that hotel for a couple hours before they finally were like, hey, we're talked to a Super 8 in a town over. I believe it was, bro, I cannot remember the name of the damn town. It started with a W. Wakemi? What? Fuck, hold on. Not that anybody from that town's ever gonna find this, but kind of curious because it was both the towns I believe were about 900 people. I have a picture of a billboard thing that was not a billboard. It's like a postcard. Not sure where. I'll get to the rest of the story in a minute here. I just want to remember the name of the damn town. That was in the mountains. That was in the between. That was the start of the mountains. Yeah, before we got to the snowy part. Oh yeah, we got to the Rockies, by the way. That's coming in a minute here, though. But I'm trying to remember. Yep, Denver. Denver was nice. That was the second hotel. Yeah, that was the second hotel. More planes. Come on. There it is. Wakini. Wakini, it's a little town in Kansas. And I will say that if you're ever traveling through there, there's a Super 8 that is located right at the side of the highway. The people who run it are super sweet. Sweet, and we were able to laugh about it. We were able to laugh about stuff. It was funny. Now, so we stayed the night there, and it was actually a really great hotel experience. I never stayed at Super 8, but the shower was great. Beds were a bit stiff, but still comfortable. I thought I was going to be able to flop on them. It was a hard mattress, but fine. I got to order in some pizza for a little bit because like they only had like one thing that could deliver, and it was like, okay, well I need to eat something. As much as I hated burning money on Pizza Hut, it was something. And after that, we packed up, got ready, and it was like 6 o'clock. Bus is supposed to be here, right? Bus didn't show up till 9 because apparently they were having trouble starting that bus too, which really didn't bode well for any of us because, oh my gosh, last bus was having a problem like restarting after breaking down. This bus is having its hard time starting. Are we going to get to Denver or not? So it took 3 hours. Because it took that 3 hours just to get the damn bus here, we missed our connection. We would have made it to Denver in time to get on a bus and be there a day earlier to all our destinations. But no. So we had to go talk to the people. They gave us a rescan of the ticket at the Greyhound customer service. We got a hotel. This one was Choice Inn and Suites, I believe. Not Comfort. Or what? No, I think it was Comfort Inn. Hold on. No, I think it's one of those weird ones where it's like, it's both of them. Like, I know there was one that we stayed in that was like, that I stayed in like back in Minnesota. Yeah, Comfort Inn. But this was like the nicer, I guess, version, because each hotel that has a branch like this has like a good version and a better version. One that's good, one that's better. Who knows which one we stayed in. Now, that hotel was great. And the breakfast was immaculate the next morning. But I will say one funky thing that did happen in Denver. If anybody knows about Colorado, y'all know that Colorado is the weed state. It's the green state. It's the state where weed is very, very popularized and legalizing, totally just normal. And I got to have some because there was a dispensary and one of the buddies off the bus, I'd helped charge his phone. He repaid me by letting me smoke his joint a little bit. I had not had a THC joint in a hot minute, let alone one that was 25% THC. I was tripping fucking balls. I was very much out of it. And I was just trying to stay like I was not having a good time. I will be completely honest. And I was, after about 20 to 30 minutes, I was holding back puke. And then all over the floor, just all over the whole floor of the transit station, I'm throwing up. And they come over, they get me a bucket, I continue to puke and puke. Now, the problem is, I had smoked that weed when I had an empty stomach. So, all that came up was like well, it wasn't completely empty, but like I did not have anything to eat for at least a couple hours. So yeah, ended up puking my guts out into a garbage can. They had to bring the paramedics over. They like helped like give me some water and like give me something for the nausea. I think it was like a nausea pill that's got a special name to it. Had to sign off on a paramedic's refusal form because it was like, I'm not going to the hospital, I don't have insurance, I can't do that, but hey, like, I'm okay, I think I'm going to be fine now that's out of my system. And what do you know it? 2 hours since I had smoked that, I was perfectly okay. Minus the fact that I still had the CBD in my system, which was not a bad thing, actually. That made me chill as hell. For the next 24 hours, I was just vibing. Like, I was chill, vibing, just totally like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Although the only thing that sucked was the dry mouth. That was a thing for about 2 days. Anyway, stayed in the hotel. I crashed the fuck out on the bed. But not before having gone to McDonald's and bought 2 fucking... I think I bought 2 of those because I was like that hungry. And I ate it. And then like just passed the fuck out on the bed. And by the time I woke up, it's like, oh fuck, my food's cold. So I had to put it in the fridge, and I like blasted it. No, I didn't blast. I didn't have a microwave. Damn it. I wonder if I should have checked for my. Now, I think that does kind of also suck though, is that because there was an issue with my room keys code, I actually got downgraded a little bit. I went from a 1 queen size bed and couch to a 2 full. Which is still fine, because it was like, oh, I just need to sleep here for the night. But like, kind of like, I got downgraded from like what was basically almost a suite. Ugh, but it was fine. I took a shower, cleaned myself up. Oh, it was great. Oh my gosh, that hotel was amazing. And then breakfast, like I said, they had breakfast potatoes. They had waffles, like batter waffles. Like pour it, and they had like a cinnamon mixture for like today's recipe. And they had eggs, and they had fruit juice. I haven't had apple or orange juice in forever. Oh my gosh, it was divine. Oh, it was so good. All of it was just amazing. And little muffins and just everything was just great. They get us an Uber back to the station. get our stuff back on the bus, and we saddle up and head out. Now, I will say the bus driver we had over in Denver was a bit of a strict ass. She was very much the, like, loud, belligerent, like, safety is important no matter what. You know, all that. Just very, very, very by the fucking book. But, like, also, when we stopped at a couple spots, it's like we stopped at a spot to, like, rest, and it's like to drop people off, actually. It was supposed to, we were there for, like, 5 minutes, though. It's like, hey, can we, like, pop out and stretch our legs? And people were asking. It's like, no, because people get left behind here. It's like, okay, but, like, and then people were bitching and moaning, and, like, so you should do a head count before. It's like, and we actually got delayed further because she was yapping at us so much. And then we made another stop, almost threw someone off the bus and called the cops on them because they were just being very argumentative. But, like, I think that may have been a little extreme, but not my place to make that call. Now, we made a stop at Love's next. Literally, I'm pretty sure, so a thing about Greyhound bus drivers is they have set routes and areas where they manage, and so the people who work those stops know the driver well. They literally said, alright, the bus driver is heading out, get on the bus, she will leave you behind. Like, damn. Like, they must know her pretty well. We finally stop over in Utah, she gets off at a hotel, next guy gets on, and he's like, nah, don't worry, I know what you all been through. And he's just like, oh yeah, she was telling us to, like, treat the bus like a library, like, just dead quiet. Completely quiet, couldn't make even a whisper. This dude was like, hey, yeah, talk, get on your phone, like, just don't be too loud, but, like, you can be kind of loud. It's okay. Like, yes, Greyhound, you're not supposed to be on, like, speakerphone and yapping that loud, but also, like, we were chatting, people were chatting, like, before, and I was just having casual conversation with somebody across the aisle, and I was getting yelled at for that. My bruh. Goddamn. And she was just, holy shit, she was something else. She was very, very much runs a tight ship and runs the ship tight as a noose. Okay. Anyway, that aside, I'm still vibing on weed, by the way. Make a couple more stops at some gas stations, and that's pretty much it. We cruised into Vegas at about almost 2 in the morning. It was like 1:45 by the time we arrived, and hold on, I gotta sit down. I actually need to sit down. I'm kind of dying. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. Oh, fuck. Okay, I'm gonna lay down. Never mind. We're laying down. Because my back's all sorts of tweaked out, man. Okay. Cool. We're here now. Anyway, so I have been able to get all settled in, and all that's great, and, well, fuck, my back hurts. Oh my god. I don't know what's going on with that. Like, I got, like, a pinched nerve back there is what people were saying I might have or something, but, like, oh lord, it is bad. Oh, and it hurts when I breathe. Okay. Anyway, yeah, we cruised into Vegas. It's really pretty down here, by the way. Drove back over to the house. I got to sleep in a proper queen-size bed for the first time in my life in over a year. Yeah, I haven't slept in a proper... I said it like 1,000 times. Some people are getting fed up with this thing, I guess, but, like, seriously, I haven't... I guess I say it a lot, but, like, this is only just, like, to reiterate, I had not slept in a bed in over a year. I have slept on a futon. I have slept on on a couch that was way too small for me, like 4 feet long at most, maybe 5 feet, and I'm 6.5 feet tall, so yeah, it was not great. My neck was destroyed from that. But anyway, I am currently laying on a very nice queen-size bed right now, and it is amazing. Just I didn't realize just how much I missed having a proper bed. Because, oh my gosh, having proper good sleep every night really does just make a world of difference. Seriously, you don't understand until you've missed it for so long. Like, oh my gosh. Oh, this bed is very comfortable, I will not lie. Okay, anyway, so that's my travel story, yeah. I think we're gonna probably cut it off here, because I've been going for a minute now. Where's my screen at? Hold on. Ah, shit. Anchor, reset. There we go. Okay. Where'd my screen go? There it is. Hi. Okay. There's my OBS. Okay, so thank y'all. If you made it this far, you get a cookie on me. Okay, for real. If you made it this far, thank you so much. It's really, really great to be back. I would love to continue this further, but we're already hitting about a half hour. So I'm gonna put a cap on this, and I'll hopefully be back to making more regular content. And well, things are great over here in Vegas. I'll talk about it more in another one. Anyway, catch y'all later, and have a great rest of your day or night, whatever time it is when you finally see this. Till we see each other again.